Hey guys, got a little break in the action. So I'll tell you a little bit about me and what genuine attraction has done for me. This is way out of my comfort zone too, but lately I don't really have a comfort zone anymore. So here it goes. My name's Dan. I'm a 46-year-old guy, tugboat captain, proud father of 6 total kids altogether. I'm still married. Yeah, she's an incredible woman. Her name's Jen. She's awesome. But anyway, I'm gone away from home most of the time. Like, my normal schedule is 4 weeks on and 2 weeks off. So if you really think about it, if I stick to that schedule, I actually see my family more than a guy that works 6 days a week at home, because by the time he gets home, usually he's tired, he's ready to go to bed. Me, I got 2 weeks where I can just do whatever I want for 2 weeks at home. I like 100% of the time I can be there with my kids, my wife, take care of the house, things like that. Anyway, so I've been married for 10 years. Been with my wife for 12. It's my second marriage. First one didn't work out. I don't really care about that, though. It doesn't interest me anymore. Let's call that a practice round. You know, everybody gets a second shot. I got mine, and I'm glad I did. But anyway, well, with any good marriage, I don't know, maybe some are perfect, but mine was not. Like I said, I'm gone away from home a lot. When I met my wife, I was actually not working on boats. Her and I were both in the food and beverage industry. We worked together, whatever, we met, hooked up, everything was great. We lived together for a couple of years, got married. Honeymoon stage lasted about 2.5, 3 years. Everything was wonderful. Then I went back to work on the boats. And that's when things were pretty good for a while. And then they just fell off. I don't know if it was distance or my trust issues that I've had from previous relationships, or her trust issue. I don't know, but we kind of drifted apart. No doubt she probably stopped trusting me, and she definitely was disrespectful at times. Either the way that she spent money or the way she talked to me. She was very dismissive. Rejection was all the time. She just wasn't into me. Doesn't mean that she didn't love me, but she just couldn't come to me anymore. She didn't trust me. And me, dumbass, all I thought I had to do was come out here and make some money. And as long as I provided a paycheck for my family, I thought I should be treated like a king all the time, you know. I don't know. It wasn't because of my lack of effort of expressing my love, because I'm a very loving person. I do that, and I was doing it too much, I think, because I was giving love, expecting something in return for validation, I suppose. Just made me feel better to get that in return. So I'd give it out when I really didn't need to. But long story short, this went on for years. Like, we had 2 girls together. She had, on the second girl she had, her and I had together, which is our last child, number 6. That's when things got really bad, because she felt body shamed by her obstetrician. She went through some huge self-esteem issues. Of course, you know, she's a woman. She gains weight when she's pregnant. I think all that stuff contributed to her distancing herself from me. Doesn't necessarily mean it's anything I did. I think she was just going through some stuff and needed some time. And because of that, I was wanting her to give more, like show me more love, call me, text me, all this shit. And I should have just really just been there for her and listened and just kept expressing my love for her and let her just figure her shit on her own. But anyway, then I guess she kind of woke up one day and boom, she started love bombing me. I couldn't do wrong. I couldn't do anything wrong. I was the king of the world. She kept telling me how wonderful I was. The sex got ridiculous. It was crazy. I hadn't had sex with her in years, and then all of a sudden she wants to do it every night. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here, So I kind of rode with it. Yeah, there were some doubts, there were some questions. I was like, you know what? She's probably love bombing me because she's with somebody else on the side while I'm gone. I even suspected that she had a girlfriend. She was a friend of the family through our kids. Her daughter was dating my stepson. So that's how we were all tied together. Well, that woman was actually just got out of a gay relationship. And I'm gonna shorten this story up, and I felt like at times she was trying to get in the door with my wife. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I thought that mattered. So there's always doubt there, which made me kind of standoffish a little bit towards that whole relationship, which reflected back to my wife, and she's like, something wrong with this dude, And shortly after the 5 or 6 months she was love bombing me, she just shut it down. It seemed like it was literally overnight. One day she was hot, the next day she was ice cold, and it was over with. It was done. She started withdrawing, pulling back some more, putting up more walls. She did get sick though. And her grandmother had passed away. She was going through some issues there. There were a few financial obstacles we were coming up on. She was stressed out. And of course, we got 2 little kids. They keep her running. Well, all of that going on, now I'm thinking again, well, something's wrong with me. Well, why was she treating me so good, and now I don't even matter? She doesn't even give me the time of day. So here I go again. The clingy neediness, needing validation, constantly calling, texting, checking up on her, checking her GPS, checking their Facebook, checking her emails. Something's got to be wrong. She's with somebody else. She's cheating on me. Blah, blah, blah. She wasn't fucking cheating on me. But anyway, so I'm digging high and low, looking everywhere, trying to figure this out. So I'm starting to research stuff online through Facebook, and I guess because I'm Google searching all this crap, like signs of if your wife's cheating on you or this and that, well, some of the relationship stuff starts popping up in Facebook. And I went through tons of it, looking, reading, watching videos, and I don't know, I was like, maybe this is what I need to do. I even tried going to a counselor, a psychologist, trying to figure this out, and that wasn't for me. Then I came across Ed Baxter and Genuine Attraction. They had a public group. I joined that. Might be this group that we're in right here, but that you're in watching this video. But I joined this group and I saw a little bit of the interaction. I watched a few of Ed's videos, and at first I was like, no, this is for dudes that can't get chicks, trying to date chicks. That's not for me. I don't know. Maybe made a few comments. Some guys replied back, were like, I don't know. I just thought it wasn't for me. But I don't know, I kept coming back. I kept watching some more of Ed's videos. And I was like, this dude makes a lot of freaking sense. Let me reach out to him. So I message him on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, hey, how much would you charge me to coach me one-on-one? Try to fix what's going on. He said, well, let's have a call. Let's do an exploratory call. Let's talk, see if we're a fit or whatever. I was like, okay. So we talk on the phone, and I don't know, it was good. Almost 2 hours. It might have been 2 hours that I talked to Ed the first time. I was telling him everything was going on. You could hear him scratching or typing or something, everything that I was telling him. And, he just listened. And that right there, right off the bat, I felt better because someone was actually hearing what I was saying, and genuinely cared. I believe he really cared about what I was going through. And no, I didn't discover a betrayal, and my wife wasn't cheating on me, but that thought was always there. The red flags were there, and that's why I kept looking. But everywhere I looked, I found nothing. I mean, I've seen all of her emails. I've been in her Facebook account. She'll hand me her phone when I go home. Here, look through it, which I've declined doing that. But I've got security cameras all over my house too. I know where she is all the time, GPS. Everywhere I looked, I found nothing. So I was telling Ed my story, and we get to the end, and he says, well, I have a plan for you. And I'm like, okay. He tells me it's like an 8-week program. Move on after betrayal, but there's a lot of good stuff that would be perfect for what I need. And he was right. But so I asked him how much it would cost. He tells me, and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know if I can come off that kind of money right now. I got to discuss it with my wife and all this stuff. And he's like, no. Tell your wife that you hired a men's relationship coach, and it's something you need to do, and blah, blah, blah. He also worked with me, instead of coming up with the full amount altogether, able to pay him off monthly. So that's really been good for me. So he really didn't have to talk me into it much. Just the tone of his voice and just the very few words he said. I don't know. I knew it was a good fit for me, and so I did it. I joined Genuine Attraction. I'm going through the program of Move On After Betrayal, and there's a bunch of awesome videos in this program. Right off the bat, you start feeling like, okay, I can get my balls back. I'm gonna get my power back. I'm gonna fucking man up and quit crying about shit. And sure enough, man, the first couple of videos, Marriage Triage, it tells you, shut the fuck up. Start looking at yourself. What's your role in this? Stop looking at her role in it. Start looking at yourself. So that's what I did right off the bat. I started digging deep, going, okay, what did I do? Then there's your statement, I forget what he calls it, but I call it your want statement. You let your partner, wife, whatever, you let them know what you want unapologetically, and you just go top to bottom. This is what I want, which Ed teaches you how to build that list, like how to look inside yourself and figure it out, like, what do you want? And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with everything. That this program's taught me that too, how to be honest with myself, and how I need to take care of myself instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing. You need to worry about what you're doing. That's it. Take care of your family and of course, all your your stuff that you need to take care of, but you need to worry about you first. And that's what I didn't realize this whole time. I thought I had to kiss everybody's ass and please them and make the money. Okay, you know, no, it's bullshit. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can grab every day and just make it about you. You can do that. And this program is exactly what that does. It gives you your balls back, your power, your soul. I lost it for a long time. I forgot who I was. I just went with the flow, like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to do. I just go to work, make money. I go home, I kiss everybody's ass. I do all the shit that nobody else wants to do, and got nothing for me. No, that's the way. That's how you lay down and die. What Ed teaches you is how to feel alive again, like how to get your balls back, grab the bull by the horns, and he says it in the program, wrestle that motherfucker to the ground. But that's what you got to do. So far, the programs, there's the journaling. I never thought about how to journal. I knew it was a good thing to do, but I never knew how to. He teaches you how to journal, where you need to start your day and how you need to end your day, and all the stuff in between. Like, there's a standing meditation. You guys would not freaking believe how awesome that is. It sounds crazy at first. Like, it's kind of, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what the hell is this? I'm not standing here for 20 minutes for what, you know? Like, I'm a doer, man. Like, there's no way I can just stand there for 20 minutes. Well, I tried it. I started doing it right off the bat. I nailed the 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes, I was like, holy fuck, I feel awesome. And I had a kick-ass day. I took a whole, I grabbed the bull by the horns, wrestled him to the ground, and I started laying out my plan. I journaled more than I was supposed to because I wanted to see how better I could be the next day and the next day and the next day. And before you know it, here I am, not worried about what's going on at home. I could care less what my wife does every day. I mean, we still talk about it, you know, hey, what's going on, babe? You know, and she'll tell me instead of, oh, who were you talking to last night? Who's on the phone? What number is this? Where'd you go? Why'd you go to the store again? What'd you buy? How much was it? You know, that kind of shit needs to stop. If you're doing any of that, stop it now. That's just crazy shit. I did it for years. You wouldn't believe, I wish I could have all that time back and do something else with it. Like I'm working on starting a business. I never thought I'd do that in a million years. I'm working on that. I'm helping my wife. I'm actually helping her build her business. She just started one. She's a photographer. She's amazing at it too. And I'm actually learning, this is crazy, I'm actually learning how to be a second shooter for her on weddings and stuff when I'm home. Me? I don't take good pictures. I'm not an artist or anything like that. But there's a whole nother side of her business and what she does, like, that I can fill that gap when I'm home. She's got a big wedding or something, I could be the second guy just snapping pictures, running and doing this and that. That's a support role. It's her vision to have this business, and I'm behind her 1,000%. Like, I think it's awesome. She's finally doing something that she feels good about. She's not really doing it for the money. She's doing it because she wants to benefit other people's lives, like bring them joy through photography. How awesome is that? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, I'm getting a little long here. I'm going on 20 minutes, but this genuine attraction has brought me from probably one of the lowest points of my life to the highest point in my life right now. I'm kicking ass every single day. I used to put off stuff, like, see all that? That's my little workstation, my desk, administrative stuff too. I mean, as a captain, I got to do all that crap on a computer. paperwork. There's little projects here and there in the boat. I've been putting that crap off for a couple of years now because I've been digging around trying to figure out what's going on at home when I should have just been kicking ass right here. I don't know. Been doing good with the health side. I lost 90 pounds doing some intermittent fasting and planking. That's my thing. I like to plank. I know it sounds silly, but tell you what, if you could plank for 10 minutes, you're a badass. That's all I gotta say. And I can. But I've lost 90 pounds doing that. And I was kind of stagnant with that for a little while too. Genuine attraction, man. Now I'm highly focused on that part of my life again. Like I'm driven to go further, to get even still a layer of fat left on my body. I want to look like a damn fitness model. Why not? I want to do it for me, to say that I did it. I'm not doing it to go pick up chicks and cheat on my wife or for her. I'm not doing it for anybody but me. I want to do that. For you guys that are about to lose your wives, I am terribly sorry. But this program will put you in another world, man. You won't even care. You don't even care about what you're gonna lose, and you're gonna learn everything you can gain. It's insane. So all that I can tell you guys is my life a year ago was nothing like it is now. A lot of guys would envy my life a year ago. They'd be like, man, I wish I could have that kind of life, you know, where just go out and work on a boat. That's a cool job, you know. I wish my wife would just leave me the fuck alone, but I don't know. Some guys would envy that, would want that. Not me. I have what I want now, and I'm not done. This is something that I work on every single day. Yeah, I have some bad days. I do. I have bad days where I just like, man, screw it, whatever. But the recovery time is a few minutes now. I mean, you get these little let it go techniques, rumination replacement statements, the standing Qigong meditation, the journaling. It just flips the whole thing around, and then you're like, okay, this isn't, what are you doing? You're going back. Don't do that. And then you start focusing on more shit that matters, and then you're like, all right, I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna go do this instead. I think I'll do 25 push-ups. Why not? It's better than sitting around worrying about something you can't control. And what you can control is you, and how you think, and how you wake up every day, how you show up. You want to show up the right way. This is how. Anyway, thanks, Ed, for everything, man. You're a blessing, a genius. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you made it through a whole 23 minutes of it. Later.